What if your greatest masterpiece, your real, truest purpose, was hiding in plain sight this whole time? That's what we're digging into today. This powerful idea that our best stuff is right in front of us, just waiting to be seen. I want you to just imagine for a second. What if a priceless work of art was right under your nose, but you just couldn't see it? It sounds like something out of a movie, right? But believe it or not, this exact thing just happened in the real world. So let's dive right in. There was this incredible discovery in the art world that just perfectly sets the stage for everything we're about to talk about. Okay, so picture this. You've got these art experts over in Scotland. They're getting a famous Van Gogh painting ready for an exhibition. Totally normal, routine stuff they do all the time. But then, on a hunch, they decide to x-ray the canvas, just to see if anything's hiding underneath. And you gotta remember, Van Gogh, well, he was famously poor his whole life. So to save money, he would reuse his canvases. He'd paint on one side, flip it over, and start something new. And in this case, someone later on just slapped some cardboard and glue on the back, completely hiding whatever he'd done on that side. I mean, can you even imagine being in that room? The x-ray machine starts up, and this ghostly image begins to appear on the screen. For people who live and breathe art, it's a once-in-a-lifetime discovery, just a moment of pure shock and absolute joy. And that's the kicker. A masterpiece was there the whole time. For over 100 years, it was handled, moved, and hung on walls, but its true value was hidden on the back, just waiting to be found. This whole idea of finding hidden value, it isn't just for museums. It applies to our own lives, too. Actually, this reminds me of a more personal story that hits the nail right on the head. So imagine you inherit a painting. You open up this old water-stained box, and what you see is, well, it looks like garbage. Seriously, just streaks of dark brown, smudges of dust, a total mess. Your first thought is probably, well, this is going straight to the curb. But here's the cool part. A simple shift in perspective changed everything. That mess wasn't a mess at all. When you take a second look, those dark streaks become the shadows of clouds. The caked-on dust reveals delicate brushstrokes. In all that chaos, it resolves into a stunning landscape. It was a masterpiece, just disguised as a mistake. Both of these stories, the hidden Van Gogh and the messy canvas, they're both pointing to the same, really profound truth about how we see our own lives. And here's where it gets real for us. We so often judge our lives by the peasant woman's side. The side that's showing all the wear and tear, the imperfections, the daily grind. We get so focused on the struggles, the messy parts, and everything that didn't go according to plan. We've all been there, right? We look at our careers, our relationships, our journey, and all we see is a collection of mistakes or unfinished business. But what if on the other side of that very same canvas, there's a self-portrait we haven't even seen yet? This shift in perspective is so powerful, especially when we think about the journey ahead, what some people call the second half of life. But honestly, I think we need a new word for it. So let's forget the word retire. Let's talk about retirement. Get it? It's not about stopping. It's about putting on new tires for the next leg of the journey. It's this active, conscious choice to repurpose everything you've learned for the road ahead. Think about life this way. The first quarter, more or less, we learn. The second quarter, we earn. But that whole second half, that's when we get to repurpose it all. It's not an end, it's the beginning of our most meaningful work. Every single experience, every success, every failure, every messy part, it wasn't a waste, not at all. It was all preparation. Those are the raw materials, the building blocks for the masterpiece you are now meant to create. Okay, so let's bring this all home and think about what this means for the canvas of your own life. I absolutely love this quote. It's an invitation. It reframes the future not as a decline, but as a destination where the very best part of our story is still waiting for us. Your best work, your true self-portrait is still taking shape. Your life might feel like that dusty canvas or the back of an old painting. It might not look like the perfect picture you imagined years ago, but like those hidden masterpieces, there is so much more to your story than what you see on the surface. So here's the takeaway. The journey isn't just about discovering your purpose, it's about living it. It's time to flip the canvas. And if you're ready to move from simply knowing about purpose to actively living it out, I'd love for you to subscribe and let's continue this journey together. Thanks for hanging out with me today.